What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Mellow Mondays podcast. I'm going to be honest with you, today's going to be short. It is probably 1,000 degrees in the RV. Not really, it's like 99 degrees outside right now. So I just got home. I cannot run the AC while we record the podcast, so going to do it quick. Just wanted to give a little update though. Honestly, life has been pretty hectic, so I released the episode last week about how I was not able to go to the lake for the 4th. Well, I have some developing news. I was actually able to make it down. So I ended up talking to my boss and seeing if it was okay if I missed one day of work, and we were kind of slow in the shop, so it ended up being perfect. So I went down, flew down on Saturday night. I ran a trip and then flew down and then to KC. Then I drove down to the lake the next morning, had 2 full days there and a partial day. And it was great. It was everything I needed. We did all the things I talked about. We did tie-dye. We did homemade ice cream. We shot off fireworks, sat on the porch, and it was very needed. Needed a little a getaway, if you will. And yeah, it was just good to see the fam and to be at the lake. I just, you know how it is. I miss the lake, miss going there. You heard my podcast. So very, very thankful I was able to go. And now we're kind of back into things. On my flight home, I got delayed for like 7 hours, 5 hours or something crazy in Colorado Springs. So direct flight from KC to Denver. Then I had to drive up. Well, there was weather in Denver. I got stuck. We flew around in the air for a while, and then they said we were low on fuel, so we had to land in Colorado Springs. And then I was stuck in Colorado Springs for like 5 hours, and we were going to take off, and then we couldn't take off, and then we finally got off the plane. It was a whole ordeal. So I ended up getting back to Silt super late, had to drive through the canyon at night when I was pretty tired. Did not enjoy that, but it was fine. Driving to the airport on Saturday to go to KC was insane too. It was raining, and there was it was insane. There was semis on both sides of me at one point, spraying water up as I'm hydroplaning. It was not a good situation. I was trying to get out of the way, but all these people are flying past you. It was wild. So glad I made it safely, both directions. And we're back into it. I've ran, what did I do? Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So 3 trips in a row. I've got a trip tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday. So stuff is picking up, which is sick. But I feel like I just haven't had a moment to sit down and breathe. It's just been go, 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 and been busy with work and long days. So got off work a little early today, and I think what I'm going to do is finish up this podcast and go and chill at the pool and just kind of relax. It's very hot today. It's a good day to be at the pool. But I don't know. I just wanted to check in. I really want to be diligent about kind of talking to you guys every Monday and making sure I record something. I think the thing that's kind of been on my heart this week obviously aligns with the transition from feeling like I'm not going to be able to go to the lake to then ending up going and spending time there. And I think the thing that I want to encourage you all with this week is just not being afraid to ask. I think I'm one of those people that I work really hard, and I take a lot of pride in being loyal and available and making sure that I am being a part of the team and helping everyone out. And it was really hard for me to go to the manager and ask hey, is it okay if I take this day off to go do this thing? I hate doing that. When other people do that and it puts me in a bind, it drives me crazy. So that was really, really tough for me at first. And once I got to the lake, it turned out the shop was super slow anyway, so I really didn't miss a whole lot. So it was honestly best case scenario. But the fear of asking and just being a quote unquote inconvenience was really tough for me at first. And that was going to be the reason why I didn't go. One, thankful for having a good relationship with my bosses though too, where I can just be hey, is it cool if I go do this? And if we're busy and it's not okay, then they would be honest to be nah, we kind of need you. And okay, cool. But I don't know. I'm stoked that I was able to go, and I just want to encourage you on that. I don't know. Don't be afraid to ask, and don't be afraid to maybe try to do something that you know is going to be good for the mental health, and that you're going to look back on and be I'm really glad I did that. I think the thing I always go back to is when I get to the end of my life, the last thing I want to do is be well, I'm glad I stuck around for work that 1 week, and made some more money. It's okay, I gotta learn to be okay with missing out on some money and taking time to just go do things that I know I love and enjoy. And I don't know, not a congruent thought. I feel I've been running around every day the past 2 weeks, just hectic. Other news, the garden is looking good, so I just watered it again. It's so hot today, I wanted to make sure I watered twice. Tomatoes are the only thing that don't look great, but we have some jalapenos coming in. We have some cauliflower starting to grow, broccoli starting to sprout. Kale is doing really well. The Brussels sprouts are looking good too. The habaneros aren't looking very good for some reason. And one of my other hot pepper plants, I don't know if they're getting watered too much. I would think they would like this kind of hot, dry weather, but yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that. But yeah, it's coming together. Thankful. I was pretty worried. I don't know if you guys listened to the garden episode or not. I was worried about where it was going to go or if anything was actually going to be harvestable. So hopefully it still is harvestable. I mean, obviously we don't have it yet, so we'll see. But quick little update there. Yeah, quick episode. I want to be consistent. Want to make sure I get out every Monday. So sorry it's a quick one, but just wanted to share. Like I was able to go to the lake. Just psyched. Good, really good to see family and just so good. It felt normal. It felt like how the 4th is supposed to feel. And last year, obviously, I missed that and was pretty bummed. So feel good. Yeah, I don't know. Lesson of the week: don't be afraid to ask. Worst thing is someone can say no. And if you have a good relationship with people or your boss or friends or whatever, it never hurts to ask and just get their opinion and see if, hey, is this something that you think I'd be able to do? And if not, it's all good. There's no harm in missing out on something that like you weren't, like I wasn't going to go to the lake. The only thing that can happen if I ask is for someone to say no and be like, oh, I'm still not going to the lake. So it's not a big deal. So I don't know. Obviously, you need to be available. You can't just take off whenever you want, like whatever, all these life lessons. But I just had that moment at the lake where I was like, okay, I'm really glad took the courage to be like, okay, I'm going to ask and see if I can make this work. And we did, and it was sick. And yeah, pumped I was able to do it. Yeah, that's all I got. I'm going to go relax and drink a summer shandy by the pool and just veg out for a little bit. As usual, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys next Monday. And yeah, this has been another episode of the Mellow Mondays podcast. Peace.